Hello, Jen here with day one of the We Rule the School hop. This is a hop that happens every year, put on by Sarah from Sarah Scraps, and a whole bunch of people who have been doing it for many years as well. So it's lots of fun to kind of go back and see from year to year what everybody's scrapbooking. It's a little bit different every year, so that's also kind of fun, just because, the same old back to school pictures can get monotonous, I guess. So Sarah's always trying to come up with a new idea or just a new way of presenting some school photos or different themes to tell different stories, that kind of thing. So this year, we're actually doing 3 days of the hop. Some people will be doing all 3 days. Other people may only jump in on days that are relevant to them. So we're kind of doing the early school days, so kind of primary school days. And then we're doing the junior high or middle school days. And then we'll get into high school and beyond. So day one is those early elementary school days. I'm actually doing preschool. I thought it would be fun to get my little guy finally scrapped for the very first time. He's going to preschool. And so I don't have a picture yet because school hasn't actually started here in Canada yet. Well, maybe some schools do start early, but most of us start either right before the long weekend or just right after the long weekend. So I don't have our first day of school photos yet, but I definitely wanted to have this layout ready so that as soon as I get that picture snapped of my little guy on his first day of preschool, I can go ahead and pop it into this layout. So that's what I'm working on. And I have just a bit of a mishmash of different collections. I really liked the background paper that I have there. That is the Blue Skies collection from Close to My Heart. And I just kind of liked that little section up in the top left-hand corner that already came with the little banner and kind of embellishment. And so I can do just a little bit of journaling up there. I really like the blue color, so I thought that was kind of fun. And it just works really well with the primary colors that are in the rest of the collection, which is, for me, super easy to go ahead and try to match when you're kind of mixing and matching different collections. So I thought that was a good place to start. I went ahead and also pulled out a couple of the scraps from that collection that I still had. So that rainbow paper was a scrap, and I thought this will just add a fun little splash of color to some layers behind the picture. And then I added the 6x6 piece of paper that came from the, I think, Heart and Hustle collection from Amy Tangerine. So that kind of is my mat, I guess you could say. And I have a couple of Heidi Swap chipboard stickers. I got those at Michael's. I don't know what the collection is. They were in the 99-cent bin, so I went ahead and grabbed them. The one circle says best day ever, and then there's just some little like banners and stuff. I thought that would add a little bit of fun kind of dimension. And what else am I adding? This is a super, super simple layout. Because I don't have the picture, I just kind of wanted to add a few little bits of embellishment, and I do really love that blue, and so I kind of like how the pops of color just stand out on that blue background. So I didn't want to start fussing around too much and adding a bunch of things and then trying to figure out how to squish a picture into it. I did go through my wood veneer and I found that little Polaroid frame wood veneer piece, and so I thought I'll go ahead and stick that down, and I'll just have to make sure that I print a picture out that I can cut and kind of pop in behind there. But if I do need to pull it off, I just ran one strip of tape along the very, very bottom edge. So if I want to sort of have it centered on the picture rather than the picture fitting inside of that frame, I can go ahead and do that too. I think I've left it so it's easy enough for me to pull it off. And then the other kind of fun element that I thought I would use to just make it a little bit more kind of preschoolish and fun and whimsical is I have these really cool letter sequins. I've had them for a really long time. I got them at Dollarama and I've just never really used them, but I thought it might be fun to go ahead and use them to write out the word preschool and kind of make that a bit of a title. I also have a little banner down at the bottom that says, I think it says, does it say every day's an adventure? No, always an adventure, which is very applicable for my youngest. Every single day is an adventure with him. And yeah, that's kind of it. It was super quick, super easy to pull together. I put some wood veneer glasses up above my little kind of right hand bottom corner cluster. I always feel like glasses represent school or academics for me, so I thought that those would work really good, and a couple little heart wood veneers as well, just to kind of scatter the wood veneer look and texture from that top corner all the way down to the bottom corner. And now I'm just adding a few little sequins just to have a couple kind of fun little sparkly bits and pieces in there too. And yeah, that's it. It was super quick. It came together so easy. I'm not going to do any splatters until I get the picture in, and then I'll go ahead and maybe finish it off with a few splatters. But I just love how bright and fun. Primary colors obviously always work out really good for school. So your reds and greens and blues and yellows, that kind of thing. So I think that that's always going to be a classic look for me. But I love adding the little torn edges and a few of my kind of, fun go-to techniques and fun go-to looks and things I like to do. So it takes that really simple layout and turns it into something that I love. I love it so much. Look at that preschool. It's so cute. So that is it from me for day one. Please go and check the links out down below to see everybody else scrapbooking their elementary memories. And I will be back again tomorrow for day two. So until then, happy scrapping. Bye.
Thanks to mommy. She about to my channel.